Hey guys, Rooks Productions here with a brand new video. For those of you who haven't heard, Bionicle is ending. So, it was announced about 2 weeks ago, give or take now, and I've been putting off doing a video on it, but I decided I should do a video before it is too late, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to talk about my thoughts on the ending of the 2015 Bionicle line. So from what I've gotten from reading articles and whatnot, it appears that it ended because of poor sales, as you would expect a toy line to end for that reason. And it makes sense to me that they weren't selling that well. A few months ago, before they announced it, I still, even to this day, haven't gotten the newest Lewa or the newest Pohatu. So I was looking at Lego at one point because I think they had a sale, so I was checking, and it said that they were retiring soon. And I found that to be very strange, and I thought it had only been out for like 6 months and it was already being retired. So two things popped into my head, which was either one, they were selling so well that they were running out of them, or two, which is what ended up happening, is they were selling very poorly, so they stopped production. Now, sadly, it was the second one, and because of poor sales, they're going to stop production. They're going to finish up with this wave in America, and Europe, but they're not going to be selling these sets in China, I believe it is. So that is a bummer if you live in China and you wanted to get all of the Bionicle sets. That means you're going to have to go off of Amazon or eBay or whatever it is you get your figures from over there. And yeah, so that's kind of the reason behind it. Now I'm going to actually get into what I think of the ending. So I'm going to talk about it from my perspective and then kind of from the perspective of the actual story of it. From my point of view, it's sad that it's ended only after 2 years, but it is better than kind of going and then it becomes bad and then it ends, because I thoroughly enjoyed these last 2 years. They've been very fun sets, and it is a bit sad that they're ending, but I do see why the sets didn't quite sell as much. Because one of the big things that I noticed, and anyone can notice right off the bat, is with this new line of Bionicle figures, they released the Toa, like some little guys, whether it be the Protectors or in the newest one, the Elemental Beasts, and that was really it. Then they'd release villains the next thing, which is fine, but part of the reason what made Bionicle is because Lego put a lot of their faith into Bionicle. They made a bunch of sets in that first year of Bionicle, and that's because they really needed something, because I'm not going to get into it, but they needed good sales, and Bionicle gave them good sales because they put a lot of faith in Bionicle and it rewarded them. Now, they really didn't do it with this one, where they gave us what we wanted, which was the Toa, but that was really it. They gave us enough that we were happy. I would have liked to have seen a bunch of Matoran sets and a bunch of Rahi sets, and I'm alright that we didn't get them, but I would have liked them, and I think that's part of the reason why they didn't sell as well, is because, although yes, it would be very intimidating to say, I'm going to try and get all of the Bionicle sets, and you have to go and pick up 30 sets. Yeah, that'd be very expensive, but that's what made Bionicle Bionicle, is there were so many sets that you could go and you could pick them up, all random different prices and whatnot. And yeah, that was part of the reason why Bionicle was great, is because you could walk into a store and there would be just lines of Bionicle on the shelves. You didn't really have that with this one because they know that you're going to buy their DC sets and their Marvel sets, so they're like, alright, we have those ones to sell, so we're just going to kind of give Bionicle just the Toa and a few other guys. So I think that's really the big thing of why they didn't sell as well, and my thoughts on just kind of the line as a whole, which is I'm very happy with what we got, but I wish we had more, because I really like this, and obviously it's a bummer that we only got 2 sets of Toa and 6 Matoran, air quotations, and some creatures. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on the actual ending of it. But as far as a video, or as far as a storyline goes, I actually very much enjoyed the story. I'm gonna at one point do a review of Journey to One, but this is gonna kind of be a review of what that review would be. So, one of the things that I really liked about the story is, one, I enjoyed the first one, the first animated shorts that they would release. Although I know a lot of people didn't like them because blah blah blah, whatever, it's too childish. I was alright with it. You know, it was supposed to be kind of a story within a story, where it was one of the protectors telling you the story of the Bionicle. I really like those. And then we got a few books. I only own one of them, but I own one or two, but I enjoy the books that they made for Bionicle, this new one, and I very much enjoyed Journey to One. I really liked the first 2 episodes. There was a bit of stuff here or there that I would have changed, but then when those last 2 episodes came out, they were fantastic. If we had gotten like 20 episodes of the last 2 episodes of Journey to One, this would have been wonderful. And it would have been fantastic, and it would have been even more heartbreaking to see it go. But you know what? It was alright that they only gave us 4 episodes, because, again, kind of the same thing as the line, where they gave us some good stuff, and it's better to end on a high note than to have it all go downhill and end on the Bionicle stars. End on a low note. So, yeah. Alright, so this video has just become a 7.5 minute video of me rambling on about Bionicle. 1, that's why people use scripts, and 2, that's why I'm going to end this video as quickly as I can. Alright, so, here's the main message I wanted to get across with this video. 2015 storyline, or just 2015 Bionicle, did what it needed to. Did it do what I wanted it to do? No, because doing what I wanted it to do would have been impossible, because I would have wanted the world out of Bionicle. And you know what? It did what it needed to do, and that's all I really could ask for. Because here's a great example of it, of the way of what it needed to do. I have a little cousin, and a few years ago, my family, for his birthday, got him some Hero Factory sets. And you know what? He thoroughly enjoyed them. But saying, here's Furno, or here's Bulk, isn't the same as saying, here's Tahu, the Toa of Fire. Because although, yes, they may be made of the same plastic and use the same building system, as far as toy lines go, nothing will ever be Bionicle. And yes, I'm very one-sided with Bionicle, because I was born the same year Bionicle was released, and because of that, Bionicle has always been very close to my heart, as I know it is with a lot of other people too. Another big thing with Bionicle is the memories of playing with Bionicle. And I, for one, played Bionicle with my older brothers. My sister really didn't play Bionicle, but the point is, Bionicle, you could play with it with your siblings, you could play with it with your friends, you could play with it alone. It doesn't matter. And one of the big things is, that's what the 2015 one, I think, set out to do, and did, is give a new generation of kids the option to have those memories. And that's really all I could ask for from this. So thank you, Lego team, and thank you, Bionicle, for giving us that, even if it was for just a short period of time. This has been Works Productions. See ya. Actually, here's the last message I want to leave you with.